This is Tank. My baby. Say hello to the camera. Say hello. It's been a while since you've been on here, Tank. It's okay. Just sit down. Hi, everybody. If those of you that don't know me, my name is Anna. And those of you that are subscribed to me, welcome back to my channel. And today I'm going to be doing a updated everyday makeup tutorial look. And I decided to do this video because it's been a while since I did one. And my makeup techniques has changed a lot. And so is my makeup look on the outcome has changed. And I just wanted to show you guys how I do my brows, my eyeshadow, foundation, everything. I just want to show you guys how I do my makeup. So here we go. Let's get started with the video. Okay, so I screwed up to the camera so that way you can really get a good vision of what I'm doing. So today I am going to be doing a glam look because that's what I normally do every day. Normally when I don't want to wear any makeup at all, I just throw on I just do my lashes, my eyebrows, and just some foundation, just a little bit of eyeshadow, just really light, and I just go on about my day. What I'm going to be doing is I always start with my brows first, and people always say it's weird how people just start with their brows and their eyes before they do their foundation. But me, I'm the type of person that does my brows and my eyeshadow before I do my foundation, because if I was just to start with my foundation, it would seem really weird, So what I'm going to be using a primer to kind of put primer around the outside of my brows and my eyelids. The primer that I'm using today is Hard Candy Sheer Envy Primer. It's for long wear. I bought this from Walmart, but I think it's like $7 or $8. I mean, it's kind of expensive, but so I am just going to take just a little bit, if it'll come out. You can already tell I'm going to have to buy some more because I'm running out. And I'm just going to put it on the outside of my brow because I'm going to be using concealer to make my brows stand out. What I like to do is wash my face, and this is what I use to wash my face. These are the two products that I normally use to clean my face before I put any makeup on, even primer. Because if you really want a good result finishing look for your foundation, you have to start with your skin. Oh, I didn't show you what the front looked like. But this is what I use to get rid of my blackheads. I don't have a lot of blackheads, but I normally get them like around on my nose up here. So I normally this naturally warms up, it heats up a little bit. So I always take this and squeeze it onto a damp towel, normally like a hot towel, to like open up your pores. And I use a damp towel and I just wash my nose and I rinse it off, and then I go on to like the side of my face, my chin, and my forehead with this Clean and Clear Morning Burst facial cleanser. I don't remember how much this cost. I think it was probably like $4. This is what I'm going to be using today. I'm going to be using the Ardell, oh, that's the same brand as my lashes. The Ardell Dark Brown Pomade. It is number 75118, and you can get this at Sally's. I got this at Sally's. It came with this product and the little brush and the eyebrow applicator. I got this for like 11 bucks at Sally's. I know it's kind of pricey, but honestly, I wanted to try this method of doing my brows, and I like this way better. I prefer this way than a pencil. I used to use a pencil, but not anymore. I like to use this because it's easier for me to blend out, and I recommend this on your first time doing your brows if you really want to do a clean look. Any products that I show in the video, I will leave a link in the description if you are interested in buying it. I'm going to take my eyebrow brush and just brush out my brows. I'm just going to zoom in just a little bit so you can see what I am doing. Now, sometimes I like to take tweezers and just kind of pluck underneath my brow right here because I don't like the small little hairs that I be getting. Tink, stop scratching yourself, jeez. Okay, so I'm going to start right here in the middle, and I normally just like to kind of fill it in a little bit. And in order to blend it out, what I do is I take, this is about to break, my poor brush, God help it. I take like a eyebrow brush and I just kind of brush it up a little bit like this, just to blend it out some, because you don't want it to be so intensely dark, or whatever the fuck it is. I mean, shit. Okay, and then I'm going to go over the tail again. Even if you mess up just a little bit, like if you went a little bit over your brow, like your brow where it naturally is, that's what we're gonna use the concealer for, is to just go on the outline part of it, just to like conceal it off. So even if you made a mistake, that is totally fine. You're not penalized for it or anything. And the front part of my brow is always hard because both of my brows can look really, really good. And it's like the front part up here is not even. So I'm going to start with my other brow. I'm going to take my brush and just blend it. Oh my god. And now I'm going to take my pencil brush. Well, yeah. My brow brush. I said pencil brush, my god. Leave a comment down below. What's your favorite technique on doing your brows? Do you even do your brows? Or do you let somebody else do your brows? Because everybody has a different technique. The next thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to put concealer on the outside of my brows just to make my eyebrows stand out just a little bit. So I'm just going to be, I don't really use concealer. I use my concealer when I do my cut crease. I'm sorry if I keep like adjusting the camera. It's just because I can't really see. I'm just looking off base of a mirror just to see how close the camera is, because I don't want it too close, but then again I don't want it far off because I want you guys to see what I am doing. So today what I'm going to be using for my concealer is I'm going to be using my CoverGirl Matte BB Cream in the shade of 530, which is light medium brown. And I also got this from Walmart for probably like $4 or $5. I'm going to take just a little bit. Come on. Oh shit. Oh. Okay, so you're just gonna have just a little bit on your finger. And the brush that I'm going to be using, it's broke. So it still kind of works. It's just broke. And I just usually use it's synthetic. I just use something that's kind of angled, but it's flat at the same time at the front. And I like to do the same for my other brow, because you want them kind of as even as possible, but they're gonna be not the exact same, but you want them to be as close as possible. You know what is so crazy? Like, I've been doing makeup for not a long time. I guess you could say a long time, but then again, it was like a short period of time. I've never really learned how to contour. I think it's kind of stupid, and it's kind of like, what's the point of it, honestly? But I mean, I do want to learn how to do it, just to know how to do it. But would I do it on my face? No, because I don't think my face would be suitable for that kind of shit. I really don't. And plus, not only that, I don't know if it's gonna be like a heavy feeling, and I don't really like all that makeup on my skin. Upward instead of downward. Kind of looks a little messed up, but it's okay. I'm going to go back over it. So now that your brows are done, this is the result from your brows, how it should look after. And the next thing that we're going to do, we're gonna go back into our baby cream. My gosh, it's a baby. And we're just gonna squirt just a little bit on our fingertip, just a very, very little bit. And we are just going to apply it all over the lid, and we are going to blend it out with the Beauty Blender. It doesn't really matter what type of Beauty Blender you blend it with, as long as you just blend it out with the Beauty Blender, I guess. Fuck. Okay, so now that you're done putting BB cream on your eyelid and blending it out, this is the look, how it should be. This is how it should look like. So the next thing that I like to do is I like to gather my brushes I'm going to be using for my eyes. So what I'm going to be using is, I'm using 2 different brush palettes because this is the brush I'm going to be, excuse me, sorry. This is the brush I'm going to be using. It is a blending brush, but I don't really use it to, like, it's not my mostly used, it's not my main blending brush. Let me put it that way. It's not my main blending brush. I just use it to put in my transitioning shade, and I use this to blend out my eyeshadow. And this brush is from Vintage, fuck, I don't know what that is, but I will leave a link in the description. I got this brush set from Amazon. I'm going to be using my Jaclyn Hill palette. I'm going to be using these transition colors, these 3, well, these 5. So I'm going to go in with the first color, well, the third color. I'm just going to name it the third color. I have the name of the color, but I lost it. Put it on the top part of your eye, like your crease area, and you're just gonna blend it out. So next I'm going to be moving on to the 4th color in the palette, and I am also gonna go right on my crease as well with this color. Tank! She's just messing up my rug. Like, disrespect. And I am going to move to my other eye as well. My next color, I'm going to be using the 2nd row. The 2nd color in the 2nd row, which is this one. The name of the color, I used to remember the names. I don't know, I used to remember, it's so crazy. Third color on the 2nd row. Now on this area, you can probably tell where most of the color is. So that's why I'm going to start using my main blending brush, and I'm just going to go over it, everything I've done, and just blend this all out. So that way it has an even look to it. And I'm going to go back into the same color, and I'm going to go in on the other eye. And I'm going to go with my brush, my blending brush, and blend this all out. And the last color for my transition I'm going to go with is the 4th color in the 2nd row, which is Pukey. I don't know if you can see it, but this is Pukey. And I'm just going to go in, dab it a little bit, and go back on the crease. It's kind of like under the crease, just a slight. And I'm going to blend this all out. 3rd row, the 4th color in the 3rd row, I think it's, I forgot the name of it. Why I always like say, I think it's, and I don't say the name of the color, but it is this color right here. I'm going to go over my crease area. I got eyeshadow on my pinky. So I'm going to go over the crease area. So I'm going to be moving over on the next eye. I didn't really mean to bring this look so high up, but I did. I mean, there's nothing you can do. Just roll with it. Okay, so once that look is done, what I like to do is take the color beside it, this color right here, and just take a little bit of it outside of this color, the color that we just went over, and we're going to blend this all out. The second row, the fifth color on the second row, it's this brightish reddish color. And I'm just gonna tap into it. I'm gonna tap off the excessive, and I'm just gonna go on the out part of the crease and just add just a little bit of brightness to it, just to brighten up just a little bit. And I'm going to do the same on the other eye as well. The first color on the second row, just tap it just a very little bit, just so it won't be so much of a harsh line. And we're just gonna go on the outside. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my makeup wipe and just do a clean cut on the side. And do the same on the other eye as well. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this flathead brush, go into the fourth row, first color on the fourth row, this purple color, and I'm going to just rub the brush in there just to kind of coat the brush. Never mind you that, I've skipped one step, and what I'm going to do for my cut crease, you are going to take your concealer, and this is the part where it's tricky. What you're going to do is use the tip part of concealer applicator, looks like this. Okay, so what you're going to do, I'm sorry if I zoomed in like too much, but I just want to show you how to do a cut crease. Well, at least how I do a cut crease. You're just going to fill in your entire lid. Use the corner part of my applicator, the tip, and I usually just go towards the crease. So that way it's easier to apply. And do not sneeze or blink at all, because if you do, it will mess up the crease look. And you will get concealer all on your upper part of your eye. And I just fill this part in. And your eyes should look like this. And what you're going to do is you're going to take your beauty blender and you're going to use the tip part of your beauty blender and you're going to blend this all out. But you're not going to do it so fast. You have to be very careful, because if you blend too quickly, you will blend it into the part of your eyeshadow and it's going to ruin your look, and you'll have to re-blend that section or that part that you messed up. Even if you don't blend it all, like around the crease area, like completely, that's okay. It's not going to ruin the look or anything. Just try to blend it as much as you can. And you are going to take your flat brush with your purple applicator, makeup or whatever, and you are going to coat over the lid. Okay, so your look should look like this, your eye. And you are going to do the same on the other eye. So be right back. I'm going to do the concealer all over the eye. I will do services like makeup or anything like that, and I haven't really started doing hair yet. I kind of want to do hair services, but I feel like I need just a little bit more practice on it. So if you want me to do your hair service or anything like that, DM me on my Instagram. I will also leave a link to my social medias down below, also my Facebook, which I don't normally leave links on my Facebook, but I will do so if you're local and you want to get your makeup done by me. You have your eyelid done and your eyes is blended out. What I like to do is, where is my I like to take a small flathead brush. It looks like this. I got this on another palette. This was like one of my first brush palette. Instead of using my palette, I'm just going to use my e.l.f. highlighter. It's Moonlight something. I don't remember the name, but something like Moonlight Falls or whatever. Moonlight something. I lost my lid to my highlighter. It just broke off because it's cheap. I mean, it's fucking $4. I mean, it's cheap. So I'm just going to take my brush and just dab it on there and tap off the excess. I know you just seen the little excess floating in the air like little pixie dust. That's what it looked like. And you're going to just go in the corner of your eye. Just to make your eyes pop out. Not literally pop out because you don't want that to happen because you'll never fucking see again. But you just want your eye just to make it look popped out a little bit more, like that look. I don't know why, but the corner of this eye hurt. It's been hurting all day at school today. And I hope it is not one of my sinuses. Okay, so now that you have your corner of your eye, what I'm going to do is take the same brush that I used, but it's another one, it's a different one, and I'm going to use this type of end. It's kind of flat, but then it's not, it's more fluffy than what you would put on your lid. Take it and take my highlighter and just dab it into it just a little bit like this. Just a little bit, not too much. And I'm going to use it to go over my brow bone. I know this highlighter probably don't really match me because I'm a little dark, but I do want to get a new highlighter soon. And I don't really know which brand to get, so I don't want to get e.l.f. again, even though it's like $4. It's affordable, but if I have to go to that route, then I will. But needless to say, I really don't want to go to that route. Now that you have your eyeshadow and your corner of your eye blended out, what I'm going to be using, liquid eyeliner from Nickack, New York. It's new. I just recently bought it at some some local hair shop that's going out of business, and everything in their store is like 50-20% off. So if you're local, if you stay in Natchitoches and you want to go buy some makeup or maybe some hair products, I would go there, but you're gonna have to hurry soon because they're gonna be closing soon and they're not restocking any items, and there's some stuff that's coming off the shelf, like half the shelves are empty. So I would get there as soon as possible and go ahead and get you some stuff. So this is what it looks like. You're just gonna twist it open, and the applicator is like this. This is like the most important part, well, not important, but the most recent search on YouTube, how to do like wing eyeliner. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you how I do my wing eyeliner. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna start at the tip, well, not the tip, but the end of your eye. You go very, very lightly, just very fine and light. I'm gonna connect them. I'm gonna have to re-dip it. It was just soaking wet. I'm going to go to your lid, and you're going to connect it. Just get this little eyeliner applicator. It's just a basic eyeliner applicator. It's not like a fine point or anything to it. I'm just gonna take it, I'm just gonna dip into this bowl of eyeliner, and this is Maybelline Eye Studio, and I also bought this from Walmart as well. I don't remember how much it cost, but it's probably affordable. So I'm going to dip it in to the eyeliner, and basically I am just going to fill in my eyeliner. Do the same on the other eye as well. Oh, this is so uncomfortable. this. But I'm just gonna go back in and fill in. Obviously, you can already tell they are not the same, but it's okay. We've made mistakes. I'm going to be putting eyeliner on my bottom lashes. Not my bottom lashes, but my bottom eye, my waterline area. Just gonna move my eye. Oh my god, smearing. Oh, we don't want that. Oh my god. So what I'm going to be doing now, since I'm done with my waterline, I'm going to be using this e.l.f. mascara, which I also got from Walmart for like $3. It's just basic black mascara. It's nothing really fancy about it. So I'm going to go ahead and do my bottom lashes. So I'm also going to go on top of my top lashes. And use my primer, and I'm gonna let it sit on my face for a while, for a little bit, just until I get done with while I do my lashes. And basically what a primer does is just kind of like moisturize your face. Oh, I'm sorry about my face, it's so weird, make funny faces. But what a primer really does, it just like gives an extra coat over your skin, so that way it prevents your skin from like making your foundation look all cakey and creasing. People tend to really crease like right here on the side of their face, so we don't really want that. I'm just gonna put a little bit more on my forehead because I don't want my forehead to crease as well. Okay, I have a creasy ass forehead. Start doing my lashes. And these are the lashes that I got from Ardell. It's 207 black, and I think these lashes are really, really pretty. I actually bought these from Sally's for like $7, $8. I'm going to be using this duo. It's just dark tone, strip lash, something like that. And I don't remember, I think I bought this from Walmart a while back, like around prom. So I'm going to put glue on my lashes right now. Now that you got your glue on your lash, what you're gonna do is you're just gonna wanna take it by both ends like this, and you're just gonna wanna fold it into like a U or N or whatever, and you're just gonna do this. So that way it can have a bend elastic, so that way it's not straight board and you're trying to bend it into your eyelid, into your shape. So all you're doing is just kind of rolling it like this, just bending it back just a little bit, just so that it has a little flexibility bend, so that way it fits to your eye. Come on gray, but then again it's gonna turn black as it dries, so it's gonna blend in with your eyeliner. So if you have on white eyelash glue, it's not going to cover, it's not going to blend in with your eyeliner, so you have to go back in with your eyeliner and touch up on the glue. And for this you don't, so I like to use this because I just put on my lashes and go. Ain't got to worry about blending it in or anything like that until it gets like a tacky, like a sticky kind of feeling. You want to keep doing that, and it's going to last. It's going to take about a minute or two. Okay, so now that it's at a tacky feeling, that's just tacky, like kind of sticky, what you're going to do is you're going to apply. And I use my hands, and a lot of people are going to be thinking, how do you put on eyelashes, false lashes with your bare hands? But some people prefer their hands, some people prefer to use tweezers or anything like that. But me, I just find it easier to just use my hands, because I feel like if I use tweezers, it's just gonna be harder for me. I feel like I can't get a really good grip and just like really put it on there. So I don't really curl my lashes. I probably should, but normally I just take my lash and just kind of bend them a little bit with my finger, because I'm scared of using a curl lash. I feel like it's gonna break off my lashes, my real ones. I'm gonna zoom in. Okay, so what you're gonna do, you're gonna take your lash and you're just gonna stick it in the middle, like, I don't know, grab it like gestures. You're gonna stick it in the center of your eye. Well, this is the wrong eye. I'm sorry, I used the wrong eye. Cause me, I don't think. So you're gonna stick it onto your eye. And now you're gonna grab the end and you're gonna hold it on to your lash line. Try not to blink or anything, but try not to blink as much as you can. And you're gonna take the corner and stick it on your lash line. And every time you stick it, you're gonna hold it for a couple of seconds. And now what you're gonna do, you're gonna take your lash, like your natural lash and your false lashes. Since you don't have a curler, or if you do or you don't have a curler, if you do have a curler, that's fine, just don't follow this technique. But if you do not have a curler, you're just gonna take your fingers, your thumb and your index finger, and you're just gonna smash your natural curl and your false lashes together, so that way it kind of blends in together. So you're just gonna take it, smash it together. All three parts, and make sure they feel fine. They shouldn't be poking at the corner of your eye, and they shouldn't be poking at the end of your eye. And if it's not poking at all, then you place them on correctly. And if they are poking, then you need to take them off and reapply them and make them feel comfortable. But you can, if you want to, you can just apply them with your fingers and take a tweezer and like adjust it towards the corners. That way it fits. I'm going to be doing the second lash. Is you're gonna put it right back on your eyelid. Oh my gosh. Sometimes you have them like too bend out just a little bit. So you're gonna put it in the center of your eyelid. And then you're gonna place it towards the end. Hold it for a second and go back to the corner. Place on your lash line, hold it for a second and move. Let's see if it needs to be replaced. Placement, stick your lash line, well, your natural lashes and your falsies together. So these are the lashes. So if you're wanting to buy these, I will leave a link in the description and for you to buy these lashes. What you're gonna do now that you have your lashes and you have your primer already set on your face, so that way you did two things at once. So now what I'm going to take is I'm going to take my, what is it? Oh, duh, Fit Me right here. So you're gonna take your Fit Me. It's this new dewy look and it's also smooth. It is for normal to dry. So I have naturally dry skin. So this would be perfect for my skin type. And it's oxidated for sunscreen SPF 18. I don't know what that shit means, but if you know anything about sunscreen or anything like that, comment down below if this is okay to use. But anyway, so I'm going to be using this applicator I got from my other foundation. I usually just dip it in here just a little bit, kind of get the excess off. And what you're going to do is you're going to put it on your skin. I just place it on like this. You know, just pat it on. And if you hear all this running, that's because my dog will not stop running, Tink. Stop running everywhere. I don't know if you saw her running in the background. So you're going to blend this out. Setting spray and spray on your beauty blender. That's what some people do, but me, I don't. I guess I can try to start doing it, but I'd rather not. Put it on there, just slap it on there, and should I blend it all out evenly, so that way you cannot see where your concealer was on your brows. blend it on your neck as well, because if you don't, then you can totally tell that you are wearing foundation. And what I normally like to do whenever I'm doing my foundation, I like to go back on my skin with a brush to kind of even it out a little bit more, because the Beauty Blender just soaks up the product half the time. I'm going to just use a synthetic fluffy brush. It's from Glow. That's the name of this brush that's the name of this brush as well as the brand. They all come in the same package. They come in the same makeup bag, brush bag, carrying case, or whatever. So I'm just gonna take it and blend it on my neck. Make sure it's all blended out evenly. So that way there's no harsh lines on my foundation. Blend it all out. You know how when you see somebody wear foundation and you can tell that they didn't blend it all the way? You can see like little specks. Well, I did not put any foundation right there to kind of blend out. And I normally do my edges, but today I really don't feel like it. I don't know if you noticed, but I have dimples. Looking cute. 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 Hey. Bitch, you look cute. Bitch, you is cute. Bitch, I know I'm cute. Bitch, you fucking cute. A little bit too much of my personality is coming out. I am going to go in with my highlighter. I don't really have a highlighting brush. I wish I did, but that's something I need to order. So I'm just going to use my blending brush and I'm just going to tap into, and I am going to place highlighter on my cheek. I don't know if you can see, but people say this highlighter don't really blend out. Like, it don't really go with my skin tone because I'm a little dark. But then again, shit, I'm white as hell. Shit, not white as hell, but I mean, I'm pretty bright for a mixed girl, so. Go on my brow, on my nose bone, just a little bit. Not too harsh. I get a little carried away with this highlights, but I don't care. So what I'm going to be doing next is I'm going to be using, where's my lipstick? Oh, here it is. It's this new lipstick. I never tried this brand before, but I just bought it from the store that I mentioned earlier. It is called Izme, New York. It's spelled I-Z-M-E. I don't know if you can see it, but it's just lipstick. So I'm going to be trying it on. I've never really tried this look before, and I hope it goes with today's look, so I'm just gonna try it out. It actually kind of tickles my lip. Oh my god. Tickles my lip. Right. I don't know why it tickles my lip, but it just does. Oh my god, this just tickles. I don't know if it really goes with the look. I don't know. So what I'm gonna do is just take a little pack of highlighter and just kind of put it on my lip. Okay, so I think this is the finished look of how, this is how I do my makeup every day. So this is the finished look. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope that you like this look. So if there's anything that I've done wrong, or anything that you have like tips or ideas or anything that you want me to know, or what you want me to know, that you want to tell me, just leave them down in the comment section below. And yeah, just let me know what else videos you want me to do that's makeup related or anything like that, any vlog ideas or tutorials or anything like that, just let me know what kind of look you want me to do. Send me, DM me any looks, send me messages my looks, email me any questions or anything interesting like that. So thank you all for watching, and I really appreciate you taking the time to watch my video. And please subscribe for more of my videos and put the notification bell on whenever I get any new videos. And leave a thumbs up if you like the video. Bye guys, thanks for watching my video.